Hey guys, we're up here at Bartlett Lake today. I got the game and fish here. I did not make it for the early stocking today, but how many crappies did we put in today?
Just under 10,000.
Just under 10, so right around 10,000. How big were the crappies this year?
They were 2 to 4 inches.
2 to 4 inches. Oh, good, like last year. You know?
Yeah.
So this is Lacey, who is the head of running the warm water division.
Reservoirs, yeah.
Right, and then Emily is with the aquatic.
I'm with the Mesa Aquatic Program Manager.
Right. So they're stocking this lake because of the pressure and all the people we get that are taking a lot of crappies home. And I know that there's some regulations in about what's going to be happening with the crappie limits or whatever. Can you explain that just a little bit?
Yeah, so right now we have Commission Order 40 is open. We're getting a lot of public comment for different regulation changes. So we've had a couple from the public to address crappie throughout the state. So if you're interested in crappie regulations, we recommend you come out to the Commission Order 40 and just share your opinions.
So with my customers, naturally the crappie craze in the springtime is going nuts. I mean, I'll get 3 or 4 calls a week for crappie. I'm the bass pro for Bass Pro Shop, so I like bass fishing, but I am crappie fishing, and I showed these guys some huge crappies we caught. We weighed them at 250, 255, 280, 288, 3 pounds, and that's crazy. And primarily they were the ones we stocked probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
What do they grow about a year? A half inch or an inch?
So it just depends. It can vary. It depends on the lake, but anywhere from half an inch to more. I mean, we've seen some crazy growth, especially in Bartlett.
Some of the fish and how it's got better at Bartlett. Being on the lake so much, here 2, 3, 4 days a week, I've seen the growth of fish being bigger this year. What do you contribute to that?
I would say it's habitat. So we've put a lot of aquatic habitat in Bartlett here. We did crappie towers, Georgia cubes, and Christmas trees. And I think they're all contributing to that growth.
Wow, and you've seen this at other lakes that you guys done the habitat with.
Yep,
You know.
so we've seen it at Roosevelt, and we just put even more habitat into Roosevelt this Christmas, as well as Apache. And we've seen it at Canyon and Saguaro as well.
Right, so I was here when we did them a number of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I don't remember when put in
Let's say
4 to 5
we're not
fish.
sure.
Yeah, we had a lot. And then Christmas trees, we found, I think,
1,200?
12 in various stages of them. And you guys just did that again.
At Roosevelt, we put over 2,000 into Roosevelt this winter.
Let's talk a little bit about Apache Lake. What have you done there for those fish now? That place is exploding with giant fish now.
Yeah, we just installed some Georgia cubes there, as well as mossbacks, and then we're going to do some Christmas trees there next year.
Oh wow! So the fish in there, I've been up there 4 or 5 times last year, and it's just phenomenal. I mean, I got some videos of lots and lots of 4-pounders, 4.5 to 5 pounders. They're growing like crazy, and there's a lot bigger ones. So with that being said, with all the habitat you're putting in at different lakes and stuff, the fishing, because of these guys, the fishing is getting better and better all the time, and like the fish are getting bigger here, so we can see that happening right now. Well, thank you guys for doing what you do, stocking the crappies today, putting the habitat in. I know Andy Clark is doing all the habitat now, switched jobs, and he's handling all that stuff. So guys, this is what's happening at this lake. Lake may be low, it's came up 24 vertical feet in the last 3 weeks. So we're seeing all that runoff come into this lake, and it's gonna help. Guys, I got one more important question everybody talks to me about: smallmouth bass. And we got a good supply in Roosevelt right now, and we're catching a lot of 3-4 pounders. What's happening with the smallmouth at Apache Lake?
It's a great question, and it's one we get a lot. The golden algae kill really hit that population. We haven't seen it come back, which is pretty common. We saw it back in 2009 as well. So we've been looking for a source for smallmouth bass. We've been looking at vendors. Lacey's called around. We've called other states. There's a lot of issues trying to get one from a clean source or anyone that has them. And the price is upwards of
$20 a fish.
No, $20 a fish.
And that's for little fish.
$20 a pound.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're working really hard. We've found another source. We found it's AIS clear. We're working on compliance. So hopefully within the next year, we'll be able to stock some smallmouth bass into Apache and have a regular hopefully incoming supply.
Oh, nice. So you guys take donations. We'll make this real quick. You guys take donations, and a lot of the clubs. I know Midweek Club. I'm in Midweek. We donate every other month, hundreds of dollars. And we write that check specifically for stocking fish. And so if you have a club or you have a company and you want to write off, you can actually donate to you guys and into your fund for just stocking smallmouth and largemouth bass, right?
Yep, you write it in there, specify what you want it for, the money will go towards that.
Cool. Hey guys, it's been fun.